Being a candidate for cultural capital is an opportunity for a city to reinvent itself, to see where it wants to go in the next 10 years. So it's an urban development project of a large scale, using the tools of arts and culture to rethink, redevelop, recreate, reinvent one's future and that of the territory one lives around. So in the case of Lecce, it's Lecce and Brindisi and the two provinces. Reinventare EUtopia is a play, of course, on words. First of all, it's time to think in utopian terms. Our reality has gotten to the point where we need utopias to create a new reality. The EUtopia plays with, of course, the play of the EU, and to question what happened to the European dream, and being a European capital of culture, of course, should address these questions as well. And at the same time, when we take on the challenge of Reinventare EUtopia, of reinventing the EUtopia, we first have to start by reinventing ourselves. So we have to reinvent the Salentopia or the Leccetopia, and like I said before, rethink how we want to live together. Because cultural capital is about finding, through the social dimensions of the city, finding a new urban culture, which means finding a way to improve our lives and a new culture of relationships to improve the lives of the people living here and in the province. What impresses me most is the amount of activity that is in the city and the passion of civil society. Civil society is very engaged here, and that is extremely important for cultural capital. So on the one hand, we have the political elite that decides that this is the way they want to go. But cultural capital can only happen when politics and administration and civil society work together. So I'm very impressed by everything that's here. So in a way, all I have to do is find the pieces, or the pieces find us, and to create a mosaic that will represent an honest and authentic picture of this province, of the city, with a vision for its future. So really the most exciting thing is how much there is and with what passion things get done here. And that makes my feeling very positive about a successful bid. Of course, no city is perfect, and that's why development is so important. And the realities of southern Italy are very hard also, when you consider job situation, when you consider the money situation. So of course, infrastructure. So of course there are many things lacking, but the point is that through this process that we have begun of engaging civil society, engaging the citizens through the Zona della Curiositas that we are doing in public spaces and in urban labs, is that the themes and what is lacking and what people's dreams, wishes, fears are, is formulated by the citizenship. And that's the most important aspect, the participation of the population. So, and the invitation to communicate with us on the different levels and to bring in the ideas and the visions for the city so that we can create one coherent, complete narrative for the application. Completely involved. We can't become cultural capital unless there's a complete commitment on a political level, on administrative level, and on a citizenship level. So most of the ideas will come from the citizenship. What we do is we guide the process, we guide the conversations, we try to put the puzzle pieces together because we're the ones leading all the conversations, but the narrative has to be authentic and has to come from here. So I believe that you cannot be cultural capital without the actual cultural capital, which is the people living in the city and in this province. The inclusion of Brindisi in working together with Brindisi, I think, strengthens the candidacy on various levels. First of all, Brindisi is a port town and the airport town, so it enhances the infrastructural questions that we have to answer. It is also the port town into the Adriatic and beyond, and the Adriatic space, the Adriatic room will play a major role. And as we are learning, many associations, artists, universities are very well connected into the Adriatic. Also, the signal that Brindisi sets is that with having a political leadership that comes from a different political spectrum, it shows that working on cultural capital goes beyond political boundaries, goes beyond political parties. And that, I think, is a very strong and very important signal, both as part of the bid, but also as part of a signal to the population.